So I have far from perfect skin, but I do try my best to take really good care of my skin. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you my morning and my evening skincare routine. So everything I do to my face on a daily basis. There are no spin brushes in this video. I do have acne-prone skin that tends to be oily but isn't super oily, and I have a lot of hyperpigmentation, although it is really improving. But I have had really terrible skin for the majority of my 20s, and one of my goals for by the time I reached 30 was to have clear skin. So we're so very close, we're almost there, and this is a skincare routine that I've been using for the past maybe 6 months or so that have kept my skin in really good shape. I've only had one cystic acne episode in the past 6 months or so. So this routine has definitely been working for me, and so I hope it works for you. If this is your first time here, hey, what's up, hello. My name is Ijeoma Kola, and I like to combine beauty and brains with style and substance. What else do you need to know about my skin before we get started? Because I'm breastfeeding and I was recently pregnant, these products are also safe for pregnant women and breastfeeding moms. That's something that was important to me. They're not all clean beauty, but none of them have super harsh chemicals like retinoids or anything. So I can't use those right now. Still have been able to maintain my skin without the need for super harsh products. One thing I'm not going to talk about in this video is how I actually cured my face from cystic acne. If you are interested in that, I have a blog post about it. This video is more about my everyday, day-to-day maintenance to keep a nice glowy fresh face, because we got to stay looking young in these streets, okay? So the first thing I do in the mornings is wash my face. I actually usually do this in the shower, and I use La Roche-Posay Effaclar. It is a gel-based cleanser that is meant for oily, acne-prone skin. This is the latest change to my skincare routine. I was using a different cleanser before, but I didn't feel like it was appropriately targeted towards acne-prone skin. And I'm starting to get a little bit of blackheads here and there. No cystic acne, but wow, I just splashed. But some black. When you go to the esthetician, they don't use a brush on your skin, so that's kind of my reasoning for just using my hands on my skin. I'm going to pat my skin dry, semi-dry. So now I'm going to do a mask. I don't always do a mask. I do it maybe once every week, every other week. But because I have this pimple, I'm going to do a mask today. So I'm going to be using the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. So I'm going to let this dry for about 5 minutes, which is just enough time for me to go and get dressed. Alrighty, so we're back. It's time to wash off the mask. It is nice and taut, but not too hard. So I'm just gonna wet my hands first and then work that into the mask and then wash it all off. It feels so much better already. So next thing I'm gonna do is to tone my face. I try to follow Asian skincare routines loosely. So rather than an alcohol or witch hazel based toner, I like to use something that is going to balance the pH of my skin. Currently, I'm using the Dalba Peptid No Sebum Balancing Toner. So I just put a few drops of those on a cotton pad and wipe my face. Make sure to get the neck. Y'all don't wanna forget the neck. So after toner, I like to use a serum. In the mornings, I use a vitamin C serum. This is the Triple C Lightning Liquid by COSRX, and it has 20.5% vitamin C. So I put a few drops of that into my hand, and then I tap, focusing on my cheeks, because that's where I have the most hyperpigmentation. But I pat it all over my face, including my neck. Now, if I have any breakouts or little pimples, I will use a spot treatment. I use the Beauty Counter Control Acne Spot Treatment. I think it's called SOS. This does have salicylic acid. It's just 2% salicylic acid. So I just put a little spot of that right on top of my little blackhead. If you are pregnant, you definitely want to double check with your doctor about salicylic acid use. There's some mixed evidence online about whether you should use salicylic acid while pregnant. So I avoided it while pregnant unless I really needed it, and only use it now if I have one little spot to treat. After that, it's moisturizer. I use the Misha Super Aqua Snail Essential Moisturizer. I love this moisturizer. It's very lightweight, but it still keeps my face hydrated. So I feel like some moisturizers for oily skin actually end up making the skin too dry, which is like counterproductive. And this is a really nice balance of being lightweight, but also moisturizing. Last, but like probably most, is sunscreen. I use sunscreen every single day. It is so important. Even if you're brown, you need the sunscreen, okay? This is the Elta Md UV Clear Broad Spectrum Sunscreen. Yeah, this has niacinamide, which is also really good for dark spots and hyperpigmentation and acne. So that's why I really like using this. I'm almost out of it, so I have been rationing it, but you want to use like that much sunscreen. This does leave my face with a slight blue cast, but it fades really quickly. I really think that using sunscreen regularly is one of the things that has helped my skin so much, because you don't want your dark marks to get darker, because that's counterproductive. So you really want to make sure that you are protecting them against the sun rays. Oh, my last step is not in my bathroom, but yo, these lips be mad dry, but every single day I put on Aquaphor. Oh my gosh, Aquaphor Healing Ointment or Aquaphor Lip Balm is the truth. Like, in fact, let me just go get it really quickly so that you can see like how my lips go from dry to lush. I just take a little bit and then, I want to kiss me. Like, so soft, so great, so good. Get you some. All right, guys, I will see you in the evening for my evening skincare routine. Hey guys, I'm back and it's time for me to take off my face for the day. I always double cleanse at night on days that I wear makeup. I should be double cleansing every night, but you know, let's be honest, I get lazy. But whenever I wear makeup, I for sure double cleanse. And what that means is using an oil-based cleanser first and then following up with a gel or foam-based cleanser. My oil-based cleanser is Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. So I know some people like to use a makeup remover wipe, but I find that going in with an oil cleanser actually, you know, removes a lot more. Take that amount, melt it nicely in my hands, and then kind of just slather it all over. You can already see it like lifting the makeup. Also want to make sure I get in my hairline. I usually put bronzer in my hairline, so I often find if I'm not really intentional about removing it, I'll end up having bronzer still there. So I know. I look crazy. With this much makeup, I probably should have gone in with a makeup remover wipe first, but oh my god, the lipstick's so much. Okay, let me wash it off. So I got most of the makeup off using that oil cleanser. As you can see, it really helps break down the oils in makeup, and most makeup has oil in it. So I'm now going to take my La Roche-Posay again, and I'm gonna put like a little bit more than I do in the morning. So maybe like a dime size amount instead of a pea sized amount. And I'm going to work that into a nice lather and wash my face. Again, making sure to get the edges of my braids, because I can still see there's a little bit of product up in there. I always like to take a little bit of extra time just around my nose ring area, because it does get infected easily, even though I've had it for so long. So I really want to make sure that I don't have any lingering makeup in there. Get my ears. I always forget my ears, but you know how you put on foundation and you just blend out the ears just to make sure. So you want to make sure that you wash that too. So that my face is washed, I like to use the side of the washcloth that has a tag on it at night, because that way I feel like that's the dirty side, and the other side I use in the morning. But I'm just going to dab my face to soak up any of that water. As you can see around the edges, like my ear, I still had a little bit of makeup on my ear, but it's okay. Gonna finish drying off. You don't want to rub your face. You don't want to rub your face. So I'm gonna do the same steps I do in the morning: cleanse, tone, serum, moisturize. I'm just gonna use a couple of different products. So at night I like to use AHA. So in the morning I keep my routine pretty simple and just use vitamin C. But in the evenings I really like to go in with actives, like repair and heal and rejuvenate my skin. So the toner that I use at night is the Ren Ready Steady Glow toner. It has lactic acid and azelaic acid. I just tweezed my eyebrows today, so ooh, it tingles a little bit in that area. Then I am going to go in with an essence. This is the Sintry Clear Skin AHA Essence. It has 8% AHAs. I put 2 pumps of that onto my hands and this is my favorite part. I do the same thing to my son when I am like putting lotion on his face, and it just feels so fun. Also, make sure to get my neck. You want to get your neck. I'm gonna follow up with a serum. I use an 8% Mandelic Acid Serum by Vivint Skincare. I got this from my esthetician, Tanya Thomas. She's amazing. She's a large part of the reason why my acne is under control. So I saw her probably every month for the first 6 months of 2019, and she just completely revolutionized my skin. I'll put her information down below in the description box. She is based in New York. I miss her terribly. And then last step is to moisturize. I use the same moisturizer at night as I do in the morning. That is a Super Aqua Snail Essential Moisturizer. So I put usually like a pump and a half of that, because sometimes AHAs can be a little drying on your skin. So I just like to make sure that I'm properly hydrated. Just missing chapstick, but otherwise that is the end of my nighttime skincare routine. So there you go, guys. Those are my morning and evening skincare routines. My skin is nice and glowy and hydrated and refreshed. I am going to have a blog post that lists out every single product that I use, even the ones that I didn't mention that I might use occasionally, or like if I have a pimple, my routine changes a little bit. So be on the lookout for that post on ijeomakola.com. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments and I will make sure to get to them. Hope that you guys are staying safe in this crazy time of lockdown and social distancing and self-isolating and all the above. I am praying that if we all do the right thing, we can get through this together. Bye, guys.